Because we've had a lot of new singers on our show, but few have had the raves that this next gentleman is getting. You know his work, don't you, David?
James Taylor, yes.
Yes. We think he's going to be a big star in 1970.
Oh, I think I think the man is definitely a poet, and I'm a huge fan of his. I don't know him personally, but I just wanted to hear him. His album is one of my favorite albums. It's very poetic and very special.
So let's listen to James Taylor.
This is pretty much a lullaby for my nephew, who's also named James. But for me too, and for you if you want it. Well, there's a young cowboy, he lives on the range. His horse and his cattle are his only companions. He works in the saddle and he sleeps in the canyons, just waiting for summer, his pastures to change. And as the moon rises, he sits by his fire, thinking about women and glasses of beer, and closing his eyes as the doggies retire, he sings out a song which is soft but it's clear, as if maybe someone could hear. He says, good night, you moonlight ladies, rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. Deep greens and blues are the colors I choose. Won't you let me go down in my dreams? Yes, and rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. Now the 1st of December was covered with snow. Yes, and so was the turnpike down from Stockbridge to Boston. Though the Berkshires seemed dreamlike on account of that frosting, with 10 miles behind me and 10,000 more to go. There's a song that they sing when they take to the highway, a song that they sing when they take to the sea, a song that they sing of their home in the sky. Maybe you can believe it if it helps you to sleep, but you know singing seems to work fine for me. So good night, you moonlight ladies, rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. Deep greens and blues are the colors I choose. Won't you let me go down in my dreams? Time to rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. Blossom, smile, some sunshine down my way. Lately I've been lonesome. Blossom, it's been much too long a day. It seems my dreams have frozen, melt my cares away. Send the sunshine down my way whenever you call my name. I know what you mean to say to me, girl, it's all the same. Blossom, there's an empty road behind. Sit you down beside me. Blossom, there's a sweet dream on my mind. There's a song inside me. Take these chains away. Send the sunshine down my way now whenever you call my name. I know what you mean to say to me, girl, it's all the same. I said, blossom, smile, some sunshine down my way. Lately, child, I've been lonesome, blossom. It's been much too long a day. It seems my dreams have frozen, melt my cares away. La 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 la.
Back a little later in the show. Mr. Salinger? Music is causing a lot of interest in the music world. Is being successful and well-known one of your goals? Is this what you've aimed for?
Well, I suppose it has been for a long time. You know, that's what I was working for. But it's kind of a dichotomy. It brings up all kinds of problems as to what I really want to do and what it really means to me, you know.
In that song, Jim, do you mind talking about a song?
No.
I think that, you know, if I had Tolstoy here, I'd ask him about War and Peace, and I just don't think it's right, but let's go ahead anyway. The songs that you write take a turn usually at the end. You know, in that song, it starts with there's a cowboy, and then this is the song that he sings, which is the chorus, and it's Good Night, Moonlight Ladies, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the end, it gets personal. It gets about you.
Well, sort of half of it was written for my nephew and half of it for me, you know.
Mm-hmm. And then the last stanza is very Hasidic, if you'll pardon a pedantic term, in that you say, you can believe if you want, I'm just paraphrasing, you can believe if you want to, but singing works just fine for me.
Yeah.
Is that exactly what it's supposed to mean?
Well, you know, it's redundant to talk about lyrics. And,
Well, we could talk about sex.
Okay.
You like that? Have you ever pulled on an artichoke?
not recently. Shucks, folks, I don't know what to say.
It's a beautiful song, James. That's the
Yes.
point.
Thank you.
And next time you're on with me, I won't even go into the music. We'll go
Okay,
right
well,
to the hard stuff.
You're one of the few artists signed by the Beatles to record on their Apple label. How did that whole thing come about, James?
Yes, well, I was. I spent some time in New York City making music with a rock and roll band in the Village, as paying my dues, as they say, you know, whatever. And I quit that group because New York City got to be a little bit too much in the commercial music business and everything, and I felt I'd travel in Europe some. So I went over there and got into my mind the idea of making an album, and I made some demo tapes. I bought about $20 worth of studio time and started peddling myself around to different rock merchants over there, right? And met with not too favorable response. And then I got in touch with an old friend of mine named Peter Asher, who I'd known from the United States, and he introduced my stuff to the Beatles, and they seemed to like it. I'm not with them anymore.
I
as
noticed
you
that.
know.
Warner Brothers.
The second album
It's a boy.
is a better album than the first album, don't you think? Do you like them both as much?
Well, I like the second one better. It's a different kind of concept. We did it all very rapidly, and we did a lot of we didn't do too much vocal overdub. We did, mostly it was done live, and it seems to be, you know, it seems to me to be a more alive album and more spontaneous and stuff.
James Taylor, continued success with your album, Sweet Baby James, on Warner Brothers. And are those your formal? Is that your formal attire?
Yeah, this is about it.
I asked,
Didn't want to overdress.
I asked David about that. He said, no, his formal attire is a white T-shirt. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.